I've done a lot of soul searching, and over the past several months, I've talked with my minister and my mother, and I spent a lot of time trying to
Nothing is more disappointing than me. It's no secret that Chris Brown's life and career have been turbulent since the early 2010s. But the recent bombshell he dropped on Instagram stories has left fans and critics alike in disbelief. So what did he say? I've done a lot of soul searching, and over the past several months I've talked with my minister and my mother, and I spent a lot of time trying to understand what happened, and why he seems like one of these young entitled rich guys who's never been told. No, I've spent a lot of time trying to understand what happened, and why Chris Brown took to Instagram in February of this year to criticize cancel culture for an incident that has severely damaged his reputation and completely affected his career. I've done a lot of soul searching, and over the past few months, I've spoken with my mother and minister. Using his Instagram story, the singer was trying to downplay his AB of his ex-girlfriend Rihanna as an error he made when he was just 17. Brown responded to a tweet from Key Williams, a former member of the Cheetah Girls, who joined the clamor of people criticizing Brown's impending partnership with singer Chloe Bailey Williams, tweeted that Brown's record is so brilliant and compelling that it makes us forget he's a woman. He gradually re-enters the mainstream by receiving minor kudos for pieces on Black women's merit, which spotlight more deserving and accomplished Black women. Additionally, a large number of Bailey's admirers quickly expressed their dissatisfaction and rage on the internet at her decision to cooperate with Brown. If Black women in music feel that they must work with a well-known artist in order to chart, then we're failing them. When Bailey revealed that Brown would be featured on the second single from her upcoming album, Ernest Owens tweeted that the backlash against Brown erupted. Commentators attacked Bailey's choice to collaborate with an artist who has such a well-documented history of abusing drugs. Key tweeted and Brown replied on his Instagram story, writing, "Please give me a full kiss if you still despise me for a mistake I did when I was 17. Howdy, I'm 33. I'm totally beyond chasing after this story." He carried on his TI tirade by criticizing some white celebrities, such as Sean Penn, who had been charged with or detained for domestic abuse. Roberts, Emma Nicolas Cage, and Charlie Sheen, minding your business would be best. But I guess you don't have a business or a real job that makes you financially stable, Brown wrote in response to Williams' accusation that he was unemployed. Obviously, you are at a point in your life where either you're very broke or broken. The fact that you think you have to speak negatively about me makes it look so lame. Your life and career must suck right now, Brown wrote. I'm more ashamed of you and your true maturity. In 2009, he wrote a summary of what Williams was implying. Following a heated fight between Brown and his then-girlfriend Rihanna, which turned physical on Brown's part, Rihanna was hospitalized and left with obvious face injuries. After being charged on March 5th with felony assault and making criminal threats, Brown entered a guilty plea on June 22nd, accepting a plea agreement that included community work, 5 years of probation, and domestic violence treatment, in addition to his well-known relationship with Rihanna. A year after breaking up with Rihanna, Brown is alleged to have threatened to kill his ex-girlfriend Kay Yestron for anyone who might have forgotten. After leaving a toxic relationship and entering a new one, Chris went on to date actress Kuru Chetran. When Kuru and Chris broke up, it was very messy because he had been getting other people pregnant while they were dating. Kisha left Chris after learning online that he had recently had a baby with another woman. But after the breakup, things went so badly for the actress that Tran was granted a 5-year permanent restraining order against the singer during the court trial in 2017. Katrina bravely exposed a number of extremely concerning claims against Chris Brown, providing a terrifying window into the turbulent dynamics of their relationship. The most concerning of these claims concerned threats and harassment, wherein she disclosed that Chris Brown not only made frightening remarks, but also exhibited an unsettling penchant for dominating behavior. These actions collectively fostered an environment of fear and intimidation, casting a shadow over their relationship. In addition to the psychological torment Cage endured, she also bore the weight of physical AB during her association with Chris Brown. Although these instances did not receive the same level of public attention as the notorious AB on Rihanna, they were no less distressing. Cage disclosed that she was subjected to physical V, including being pushed downstairs and punched in the stomach. These distressing details provided further evidence of the volatile and tumultuous nature of their partnership. Stalking and persistent unwanted contact represented yet another facet of Carew Ace ordeal. She detailed how Chris Brown relentlessly pursued her through multiple channels of communication in person and digitally, despite her repeated attempts to distance herself from him. TMZ got the footage of Chris following Coochie out of the club and forcing his way into her Uber car. Now look, this is like crazy. The enduring nature of this stalking behavior enhanced her anxiety and highlighted the gravity of her accusations. Additionally, the invasion of her personal space gave the claims an even more frightening dimension. Perroy revealed that Chris Brown had carelessly leaked private and sensitive information about her, putting her in danger and betraying the trust that should be the foundation of any healthy relationship. This invasion of her privacy heightened the concerns brought up by her claims, exposing a pattern of behavior that had far-reaching effects in addition to abusing women. In 2013, Chris Brown was involved in numerous physical altercations with his peers. An unfortunate incident occurred at a Los Angeles recording studio, damaging Chris Brown's reputation. There was an alleged physical altercation between Chris and the well-known singer Frank Ocean, along with their respective entourages, over a parking spot. After alerting Chris Brown to the fact that he was using his parking space, Frank Ocean told the police that Chris allegedly retaliated by punching him in the face. The situation worsened when members of Chris' entourage joined in, adding to the chaos. Frank Ocean further added that someone in Chris's group had hurled a derogatory slur at him, and that Chris had threatened to use V against him. Despite this, Frank Ocean opted not to seek medical attention, and as a result, no charges were brought against Chris in relation to the incident. The aftermath of the recording studio altercation had lasting effects. Several weeks later, at the 2013 Grammy Awards, Chris Brown's actions, or lack thereof, came to light. When Frank Ocean accepted the award for Best Urban Contemporary Album, the audience applauded him and gave him a standing ovation. Chris Brown, however, remained seated and refused to participate in this show of support for his fellow artist. Fans and viewers did not miss this obvious gesture, and many expressed their disappointment on social media and in public forums, calling Chris Brown lacking class and disrespectful. Some even contended that in light of his actions, he ought to have been at home watching the Grammy Awards rather than present at the esteemed celebration. In addition, the months that followed Chris Brown's physical altercation with Frank Ocean in October 2013 revealed his growing inability to control his anger. This time, his rage resulted in a physical altercation outside a hotel in Washington, D.C., creating yet another controversy that would damage his reputation and career. Following his release in many ways, Chris Brown's decision to check himself into a rehab facility was seen as a positive step toward personal growth and rehabilitation. However, while he was receiving treatment for his anger management issues, another incident occurred that shocked and disappointed both his fans and the general public. During a family counseling session with his mother, he was told that he should stay at the treatment center for a longer period of time. In response, Chris Brown's anger flared up again, and he stormed outside and violently assaulted several people. Behavior was ruled inappropriate by the treatment facility, which led to his expulsion, casting doubt on his ability to effectively regulate his rage. If you believe that is the worst that Brown has done, you are in for a harsh awakening. A dramatic story about Cannon and her then-boyfriend Kyrie Irving made waves on social media in 2016. As reports of her cheating on Kyrie with the party next door began to circulate, Connie shared a picture of herself in a hospital with an IV. But Kyrie then stated that these claims were untrue. This incident, which started off as a romantic conflict, took an unexpected turn when well-known musician Chris Brown decided to join in, igniting a contentious internet discussion. The story began when Kanani shared a photo of herself in the hospital, hooked up to an IV. The post was made during a social media frenzy involving allegations of infidelity and rumors that she had cheated on Kyrie Irving with the artist who lived next door.